Welcome, folks, to another episode of Dski Grillz. After a month, we are finally back home. During that time, I had something come to the house, which is the newest member of Dski Grillz, that I was not going to unveil until we could give it its awesome justice, all right? So, check out what we have here. We have this beautiful black cover. There is no way you can figure out what this is, right? But I will give you a teaser. This thing can make 1 or 2 steaks. It can make 1 whole chicken. It can make maybe a 6 or 7 pound pork butt. It can do all your smaller scale cooks for 2 to 4 people, and it will be a breeze, all right? Guess what? I bet you folks still have no idea what I'm talking about. So stay tuned and let's see. All right, folks, so the teaser is over. I know I was wrong for not letting you know what it was right off the bat, but just excited to see you guys back here at the house and can't wait to show you this, all right? So let's do it now. What do we have today, folks, on Dski Grillz? First off, you can see a beautiful cart that we're starting to show you. Look at that, folks. Look at this, folks, okay? And voila, we have the Kamado Joe Jr. I'm gonna put this to the side. Look at this, folks. Isn't this thing absolutely amazing? Look at the beautiful woodwork. This cart I purchased from JJ George. This is specific to the Kamado Joe Jr. What I had to do also, folks, is I had to order a stand. I want to make sure that the grill sits on the stand and doesn't burn this beautiful finish, all right? So check it out. This, again, is the newest addition. What do we have here, folks? We have a small Kamado, right? This is the Joe Jr., and here's the accessories. We have a grill grate. We have a diffuser plate. I'll put these things on the ground right now. We have the rack that our grill goes on, okay? And I purchased this while I was waiting for it to come, and this is the Kick Ash basket, all right? This basket is absolutely amazing for making sure that when your charcoal is done or your cook is finished, all you do is shake out the ashes. You have your fresh charcoal in there ready for the next cook, all right? So we have that as well. Let me put that down. Now, folks, in the Kamado, what you have, and I'll bring you in closer. Let me just bring you in. So in the Joe Jr., here's what you have. You have this ash catcher right here that's going to be at the very bottom, all right? You also have the ring, okay? So your ring has to go in there. And last but not least, you have your fire pot. And I will show you that. Here's your fire pot. All right, that's all this thing is made up of, all right? You have just a few accessories, but what you have is around 16 inches in diameter of cooking surface, all right? So let's put this back in place. Now, there's a notch right here, and I'm hoping you can see down in this area. Down here on the bottom, we have this intake, okay? So we need to line our notch up for our pot, all right? Up for our fire bowl in line with that notch, okay? To make sure airflow is coming through. So let's do that now. I'll open this up, just show you what I'm talking about. We'll just go straight down. And with this being ceramic, I'm all kind of nervous about making sure I don't mess anything up. All right, so I'll stick my hand through here, make sure that I'm in line, and I am. Okay, so we're going right back in with our fire grate. Okay, so this is where your charcoal and everything seats on. Your ashes will go through this hole. We'll sit that in place. We're coming back with our Kick Ash basket. All right, that baby sits right here. Show you the whole setup. All right, from there, folks, we're coming back with this beauty ring. Now, on this beauty ring, you can see that there are 3 notches. You have one here here, and here. And that just helps you line up with your grill grate and all of your next accessories, okay? So let's get this baby in place. So you can see what we're doing. So we're actually building up the Kamado Joe, all right? Next step, we come back and those same 3 notches you see, they line up here. So they just sits like that. Now, if you want to do indirect cooking, you have a heat diffuser plate. All you do with that is put it right inside of here, right? You'll seat that baby in place. Put it down, and guess what? You have a diffuser plate to where your food will not get burnt. It will not get that direct fire on it, all right? Okay, last but not least, let's come back with our grill grate and check it out. Look what we have. We have a beautiful small Kamado that we can cook, like I said, 2 or 3 steaks on, a whole chicken. We can actually do it all. Let me get a tape measure and tell you exactly the size of this to make sure I'm not wrong. Hold tight. Okay, so let's check out the dimensions of this baby. We have 13¼ inches. That is very, very close to 13¼ this way. Should be the same this way as well. And it is 13¼ Let's put that back on there. 13¼ all right? Now, what I'm gonna do the first cook in just a minute, folks. I'm so excited. We're gonna get this thing burnt in, and I'm gonna cook some awesome prime ribeyes. I'm gonna reverse sear them, okay? So I already know how I wanna do it, but what I really wanna show you is just how beautiful this thing is. Here's your felt liner to make sure that your smoke doesn't escape, all right? You have this awesome lid that is easy to open and close. And what you also need to see is the old school daisy wheel. All right, so here it is how you adjust. Same thing, you have an intake on the bottom and your exhaust here. You can fine tune that to set your temperatures where you want them. It also opens up to help you get that high heat temperature, okay? Getting that heat pulled in through the intake and out of the exhaust. Once you get it to the temperature, you would close that daisy wheel, get this baby set the way you want to, sit back low and slow, hot and fast, whatever you want to do on a smaller scale. All right, so we will get back together and check out awesome future cooks on this thing. But what I'm doing tonight again is a prime rib cook, and I can't wait. So let's go ahead and get some charcoal added and get this baby heated up, okay? So what I'm going to do is go ahead and open it up. Everything I showed you now is coming back out. All right, so check it out. There's our diffuser. There's our grill grate. I'm going to set all this down, like I said, for now. And we're going to go right here again into the kick ash basket. All right, so we'll do that right now. What we're going to be using is Fogo lump charcoal, and we're going right into the grill. It's exciting, really exciting. Another awesome toy that's going to be really, really good for all of these low and slow type cooks, if that's what you want it for, or hot and fast steaks, things like that, all right? So I'll bring you in closer, let you see that on this view here. What we have, folks, is what you already know about, and that's no more than a wax starter cube. All right, we'll go ahead and get this thing lit. Okay, folks, so it'll take 10 to 15 minutes for this to ash over. And what I think we'll do is a bonus edition, and we'll go ahead and reverse sear a beautiful prime steak tonight, okay? Let's get at it in just a second once we ash over. So, folks, while we're waiting to ash over, just a little discussion around the J.J. George cart, again, that is specific for the Kamado Joe Jr., okay? I think this thing is beautiful. I think it is like a piece of art, right? A piece of fine furniture. What you have is pure, beautiful wood that has been stained. When this thing arrived, I could smell the awesome new wood flavor, okay? So you know this thing is sturdy. It is awesome. I was able to put this together by myself in maybe 20 minutes. It's about all it took. Again, there's a stand right here that I purchased separately to make sure that there's some height between the Kamado and this beautiful wood. All right, now what this cart offers you is a way of moving this thing around without having to pick it up like you would with the standard cart or standard stand that comes with it. So this is the stand that comes with it. Now, don't get me wrong. If I was doing tailgating or something like this, I would use this. I would drop it in here. I would grab one side, maybe get my brother or one of my girls to help me, and we can load this thing up and take it wherever we want. But for backyard use, there is nothing like being able to roll this thing around like you see right here. Put this baby where you want it. Okay, you can put the locks, because you have brake locks here, and make sure it's not moving all over the place. But I love this. You also has a shelf right here where you can put spices. You can put whatever you want down here on this bottom shelf. It's awesome. It is beautiful. It is versatile, and I think it's an awesome addition just to make those smaller cooks and to bring you something different for the channel. Okay, folks, so we're almost ashed over. We've talked about the J.J. George stand. We will now get these beautiful ribeyes that's been sitting on the cutting board out here, and we're going to go ahead and do the reverse sear. All right, so when we talk about reverse sear, all that is, folks, is we're going to use this diffuser plate, all those items I showed you. You know I'm going to show you the grill setup. We're going to go low and slow at around 250 degrees. Let those steaks coast up to around 125 internally. After that, we're going to remove the diffuser plate. Open up these dampers. Let this baby get angry up to 500-600 degrees, and we're going to sear those steaks off. All right? Can't wait to show you. I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, folks, so we're ashed over. Let's finish our grill setup. We're going to come back first with our diffuser plate. All right, and again, we will get that in place just like this. Wonderful. Okay, and we'll come in back with our grill grate. And it's just that simple. All right. Now, what's important now is we have our damper wide open here. So I want that to be wide open. We want to get this airflow to come through. I'm going to go ahead and close the lid. All right, we're going to open up the daisy wheel. So we're going to open the whole thing up like this. And once we get up to around 200 degrees, I'm going to go ahead and add these steaks. We will continue to monitor, and because we'll lose a little temperature when we add the steaks. But after the steaks are added, we're going to let this thing coast back up to 220, 225, and then we're going to work on dialing this thing in. All right, I love new grills. I love that opportunity. But with, again, the daisy wheel, once we get it closed, we should be able to do some finite adjustments with the exhaust as well as the intake, and we should be able to get this baby settled in for 250 degrees of just beautiful slow smoking, right? And then once we hit 125 degrees internally, we're going to set it up for hot and fast. All right, we're going to sear these babies off again at around 500-600 degrees, and I can't wait to show you the final product. I'll see you guys in just a minute when it's time to add the steaks. Okay, folks, so we are back, and let me show you these beautiful prime ribeyes that have been sitting, coming up to room temperature on that cutting board. This grill is now right at 200 degrees on the dial. We are now at my favorite part of the video, and that's let's get cooking. Folks, we're going to go ahead and see if we can get all three of these beautiful ribeyes on, okay? So let's get this thing opened up. I'm just going to close the daisy wheel for now. We're going to open her up, and we're going to see what we're up against here. All right, see if we can get this on here. Oh, I think we will. This might be tight, though. It might be tight. Remember, this thing is truly, truly on the smaller scale. Oh, this is going to be wonderful. I think it's going to fit perfectly is what it's going to do. Get this out the way. And I want to make sure to have room for air flow and everything to come through the steaks. But look at those three beautiful prime ribeyes, okay? They're every bit of a ½ inch thick, so you know it's going to be amazing, all right? We're going to go ahead and get this shut back down, get this thing closed up. All right, I'm going to open our daisy wheel back wide open again. So we're going to shut down our intake and then start playing with our exhaust here until we get this baby dialed into 225 degrees. I'll see you guys in a bit. It shouldn't take long. We'll get back together once these steaks reach 125 degrees, and then we'll do the next setup to sear these babies off. Very excited. Awesome new addition to Dski Grillz. See you guys in a second. Okay, folks, so we're back, and what I wanted to do, we are only 5 minutes into this cook. I want to show you what I did to dial this baby in. I waited again for around 5 minutes to make sure it was going to hold. I believe we have the formula for 250 degrees, okay? So here's what we have going on. Our daisy wheel is wide open. We have all of our holes exposed. I started off by trying to do like a 1/4 inch open, and I saw the temperature continue to decline, okay? So first and foremost, what I did is down here on our intake, I stuck my finger in here, closed this up 2-finger open, right? So our intake is 2-finger open. I slid it till it touched my finger, pulled it out. That's what we have coming in, okay? Then I opened my daisy wheel 100% open right here with all the holes exposed. As we speak right now, this thing is holding at 245 degrees. Been holding that way for around 5 minutes. I'll monitor and let you know, but it would be awesome to know that we have this thing dialed in just that quick and understand what we're able to do, okay? That's what it's all about. Awesome, awesome cooking, right? I'm so excited about this. Can't wait to show you once we hit 125 degrees what we're gonna do next. See you guys in just a bit. Okay, folks, we are back. We are about 20 minutes into this cook. We are holding at around 240 degrees. What I had to do is 10 minutes into the cook, I saw the temperature dropping a little bit. All I did, folks, is I went down to that intake, and instead of 2 fingers, I made it 3 fingers. Now, for the last 5 minutes, it's been holding at 245 degrees, all right? So all we're doing now is just learning to grill, the different nuances, how to make this baby function correctly, okay? What we need to do now is make sure we don't overshoot our temps while we're doing this reverse sear cook, okay? So I have the chef temps. I showed you this in a previous video, and we're gonna use this baby to tell us what these steaks are looking like internally, okay? So let's do that now. Oh, they're looking good though. Got some motorcycles moving around today, but hey, let's check out and see what we're looking like. We'll go right off here to the thickest part here, and we have 107, looks like 107 degrees. We'll go into the next steak, see how that baby's coming along. And on this one, we have 117, cooking a little bit faster. Let's go in this portion right here and see what that looks like. Looks like 101, strange. Okay, we'll go here, and about 107 again. Let's catch the one on the end. This might be hotter, and see what this one looks like. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is around 118. Let's go right here. 116. Okay, remember, we're looking for 125. Let's go right here. Now, what I'm going to say right now, folks, is that this is probably hotter because it's a little bit on the outside of the diffuser plate. But it looks like this baby here is cooking hotter than the other ones, or faster than the other ones. Yeah, that's about 123. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to go ahead and get this first one pulled. Love this stuff. If there's one thing I love, folks, I love learning grills, okay? That's what it's all about, okay? So let's get this baby off. All right, and what we're going to do is just let it hang out, okay? As it hangs out, it's going to continue to rise a little bit in temperature, which is fine. We'll move it to the side, wait on our other two. Okay, I'll move this over a little bit. Why not? Got us a little more room now. Okay, let's do one more check to make sure things are kosher. Let's open it up. Check one more time. Yeah, got about 109 here. And about the same here, all right? So let's shut it back down. We'll give these steaks, I don't know, 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes. We'll check it closely to pull it at the right time. The other baby is sitting there. All it's going to do is just sit there, relax, and get ready for that awesome hot sear. I'll see you guys in a second, right? So they're going to hang out and become closer and closer to greatness, right? Look at that. Beautiful. Let it sit over here. This tool, I forgot to tell you, also comes with the Kamado Joe, which makes getting that grill grate off a whole lot easier, okay? So we'll move this to the side. I'm gonna have to get some gloves and make sure to take this part off. So we'll do that and get back together in just a second. So what you have right now is an angry grill, right? So let's get this off. Okay, down we go. Okay, so hopefully you can see that, okay? Let me bring you in closer and show you that we have a roaring, hot, angry fire. See that? That's what we want for searing, okay? Now, I'm gonna close this thing up, but what we'll do is move our diffuser plate off. Okay, I'm gonna put this back in place. Get our grill grate back at it. All right, now check out what we have now. Okay, what we have is a hot fire that is ready to sear these steaks off. All right, check it out. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna close it up. I'm gonna open it up, our daisy wheel, and we can watch together as this thing gets extremely hot, extremely fast, all right? Let's do that. So what I'm hoping you can see is that we are up to 400 degrees already, all right? Beautiful, steady climbing. I love an angry grill. Y'all know I do. Love angry grills, okay? I'm excited. It is time now to go on with our beautiful steaks. I will leave this camera view that you see right here so you guys can see just how beautiful this is. 520 degrees, all right? You know how I'm always burping for safety. I'm going to definitely do that here, okay? This is hot, okay? You got to be careful here, folks. Look at that. One mad grill is what we have. I know I'm in the way, excuse me for that, but let's go right on and let's make something special together. Isn't that beautiful? Now, my plan is to go at least 1 minute on this side, then flip 1 minute on the other side, all right? You got this fat just kissing the beautiful coals. You have flavor shooting right back through. What you have is something special here, okay? This is special. Okay, been about 30 seconds. You see the flames getting mad? Love it, just love it, okay? What I'm gonna do is pick it up, okay? And we're gonna go 45 again this way. Okay? We'll see. If the fire gets too unruly, I'll go ahead and shut it down and let it breathe a little bit. But it looks like we might be able to get away with this. I'll let it keep going. I like it. Look at that. Isn't that good looking? Okay. All right, so we have one down and we have two more to go. All right, so we'll get the second steak on. And what we're gonna do, folks, we're gonna follow the exact same theme with the last two steaks, and I will meet you at the cutting board to check out the final product, as well as that very first cook we did today on this awesome Kamado Joe Jr. I'll meet you guys at the cutting board. Folks, we are back, and I am so excited. I have Mama Grillz on the side of me. Here's the thing, folks. We got a chance to show you the newest toy, the newest addition to Dski Grillz. But more so than that, we are back in our home.
Yay, house!
There you go. Yay, house. So, Mama Grillz is with me. What we want to do together is show you guys the final product, okay? Think about it. We unveiled the newest addition again, and it was the Kamado Joe Jr. We showed you that beautiful stand that it came with from J.J. George. We cooked up these steaks, right? We did this awesome ribeye steaks. What you didn't see is that I also added okra and we did potatoes, all on the Kamado Joe Jr. What we're gonna do is a taste test. Mama Grillz is with us. We're gonna see how this steak turned out, okay? Let's do it now. First and foremost, let me show you this beautiful okra. Look, you see it? You see her moving around? We hung outside together. We got a chance to cook on this thing and enjoy our first night back in the house. Look at this, folks. Beautiful. Roasted potatoes and okra. Let's do a taste test. I'm gonna give a piece of this okra too. I'm telling you.
I love fresh okra.
Really good. After the steaks came off, we added the okra first. Then we came back with the potatoes, which Mama Grillz already ate, okay? We came back with the potatoes.
Crunchy.
The okra only took around 20 minutes, okay, at around 350. Then I cranked that heat up to 400 for these roasted potatoes. I think Mama Grillz liked it.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Okay, so, start the showtime, okay? Here's our three beautiful ribeyes, all right, that you saw us cook. I think this Kamado Joe Jr. is gonna be something special for us, okay? You know, as our children get older, we still have one more in the house, our 22-year-old. But as time goes on, things like this makes more sense, right? Because you're not cooking on that large scale unless you have catering events, all right? Which we also have going on. So we'll let you know about that. We have our Kalina knife. We're gonna go ahead and cut into this beautiful steak. As you can see on this side, folks, here's the steak. We're gonna cut right off into it. This is wonderful. You see that?
That was smooth.
You see, my wife, one thing for sure, this little bit of red might be too much for her, okay? But here's the thing. This is a medium well. We're working on Mama Grillz. One day we might get to medium, but this is a medium well. All right, I'm gonna do some slices on this baby. Hope you guys can see this. I want you to see how it cuts like butter. Look at this, okay? This is what it's all about. What do? We spent some time. We built up an awesome crust. We use kosher salt. We use crushed black pepper. And what we have here is something special, all right? This is special. And we have a grill that makes sense, right? So what does this grill make sense for? Who does this grill make sense for? The Kamado Joe Jr. has everything to do with someone who is getting into Kamado style cooking. That's first. Second, it goes for someone who has a smaller family. They just want to make small dishes. They want that awesome Kamado style cooking that is so famous. And what they want is something that's awesome and great. All right, so here's the first piece for my baby. Right here, I'll get her a smaller piece with a little bit of red so she can't stand no red. I want y'all to know this. I cook these steaks longer because of my wife, okay? She already took a bite. Okay, we're going to taste test together. Well, I'm going to try to catch up.
You should have said something.
That's good. That's good. It's flavorful. It is ridiculous. You can taste that kosher salt on the outside. You can see, folks, that we have this beautiful crust, okay, that's built up. I'm gonna give her a corner piece also, because I want to make sure she has a piece that's a little more done. That's what she likes. Now we have 3 more steaks. We have 3 more steaks, okay? But we're gonna take one more bite together. We're gonna try to take it together. I think Mama Grillz is hungry.
Countdown. He do a countdown.
3, 2, 1. Mama Grillz is hungry.
This
is delicious.
Almost 9:45.
It's like butter.
That's pretty good.
Think about that with the okra. Think of that with the roasted potatoes. And what you have is something absolutely excellent. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe to my channel. Let everyone know what Dski Grillz and Mama Grillz is up to, because we are back home. And as always, at Dski Grillz, grilling is not a pastime, it's a passion. Folks, we'll catch you in the future for more cooks on this awesome Kamado Joe Jr. We will also continue on to bring great content in 2023. I also have something special to talk to you about. We'll talk about that in the next week or so. Thanks again for joining us. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Catch you later.
Bye.